ABC4 News, your local election headquarters.
Thanks for joining us here on Midday. I'm Matt Fonts.
And I'm Melissa Royster. Our top story today is elections. Here at your local election headquarters, we're bringing you the results of the local races that matter to you.
That's right. The mayor's office and city council seats were on the ballot in some of our state's largest cities.
First, we're checking in on the results out of Provo. Mayor Michelle Kaufusi is running for a third term, facing a challenge from former state lawmaker Marsha Judkins. Currently, the election is extremely tight, with Kaufusi leading by only about 150 votes.
Utah County will see a new mayor in Eagle Mountain. Two members of the city council were vying for the seat. In a tight race, Jared Gray appears to have surpassed Melissa Clark, winning by more than 250 votes. Current mayor Tom Westmoreland lost his re-election bid in the primary.
Now to Salt Lake County, where Cottonwood Heights Mayor Mike Wykers is hoping for a second term. He's facing State Representative Gabe Bennion, who's currently leading by more than 900 votes. Now, those numbers are with only 86% of the precincts reporting, so this race could still change. The mayor's office is also up for grabs in Utah's second largest city. West Valley City Mayor Karen Lang is seeking re-election to a second term, and it looks like she'll get it. With 96% of the vote in, she leads June Hesleff, who works for the State Tax Commission, by over 4,000 votes. In the Riverton mayoral race, it's between two city council members that have been in the position for 8 years, Tawny McKay and Tish Baroker. The race has been controversial, with fellow council members condemning negative campaigning. With 97% of the vote in, Baroker has a sizable lead. Current Mayor Trent Staggs chose not to seek re-election after more than a decade in office.
In Salt Lake City, the mayor's office was not on the ballot, but there are 3 contested seats on the city council. Salt Lake City council races are done using ranked choice voting, meaning the lowest ranked candidate will be eliminated and totals will be recounted on a second ballot. We'll start with District 1, which represents Rose Park and much of the west side. Incumbent city council member Victoria Petro faced a challenge from Stephen Otterstrom, and the race is still tight with 92% of the vote in. Petro leads Otterstrom by about 150 votes. Of course, we'll keep an eye on it as the final votes come in. Now to Salt Lake City's 3rd district, which includes the Avenues and Capitol Hill. With 5 candidates in this race, it went to the 3rd round of ranked choice voting to get a result. Incumbent Chris Wharton eventually got 50% of the vote. Runners-up Blake McClary and Liddy Huntsman Hernandez took 2nd and 3rd respectively. The county hasn't given us a precinct-by-precinct breakdown just yet, so we aren't sure if this is final, though Wharton's sizable lead is likely to hold. Finally, we have Salt Lake District 5 covering the Ballpark and Liberty Wells neighborhoods, where Councilman Darren Mano is stepping down. The race is final, with Erica Carlson winning with 66% of the vote in the first round. And the city of Kearns will elect a new mayor, but it's a very tight race there as well. 95% of the vote there is in, and Utah Department of Corrections worker Jesse Valdez leads Deputy Mayor Tina Snow by only 86 votes. If Valdez holds that lead, he will be Utah's first ever mayor of Hispanic descent. In the interest of full disclosure, we should note that Valdez is a former ABC4 employee.
One of Utah's newest cities elected its first ever municipal government. Ogden Valley, which voted itself into existence last year, is counting votes for who will become the city's first mayor. Currently, Janet Wampler is in the lead, leading Shanna Francis by about 500 votes. Now to Summit County, where Park City will have a new mayor since incumbent Nan Worrell did not seek re-election. City Council member Ryan Dickey and local entrepreneur Jack Rubin both threw their hats in the ring. The county hasn't released final numbers yet, but right now Dickey leads by just 2 votes, making this one too close to call.
Down in southern Utah, cities like Hurricane and St. George were holding new mayoral elections. St. George will see a change at the top. Current mayor Michelle Randall faced a challenge from city council member Jimmy Hughes in a rematch of the 2021 election. Hughes was able to upset the incumbent in this rematch, winning with about 10% of the vote. Meanwhile, the city of Hurricane also selected a new mayor with 100% of precincts in. Councilman Clark Fawcett will take over the seat. He beat incumbent Nanette Billings by 1,700 votes. You may remember Billings faced heavy criticism from primary opponents who accused her of taking down their campaign signs. She denied any wrongdoing, and the Attorney General's office backed her up, saying she did nothing illegal. And north in Cedar City, construction company founder Phil Schmidt and former Iron County GOP Chair Steve Nelson ran to replace current Mayor Garth Green, who did not seek re-election. We're expecting more numbers from Iron County, but at last check, Nelson leads with over 1,100 votes.